No, but the governor can. He spoke to Dr. Rogers personally a few hours
The
ago.
governor? Well.
Dr. Loomis is sending all over the state.
I love how Loomis is just like, oh, so now it's a big deal, right? Like, he's just so...
He escapes again.
Someone should have listened to me earlier.
Donald Pleasance, man.
Dr. Rogers is just
If I'm being honest, and I've said this before, like I've said this, I want to say in my Halloween 2 commentary, I probably said it in my Halloween 4 commentary, because those are two standout performances in the franchise from him. But Donald Pleasance was always the best actor in these Halloween movies, always. That's no diss to what's this, Nancy Stevens, or Nancy Stevens Rosenthal, because she ended up marrying the director Rick Rosenthal of this movie, who directed what? Halloween Resurrection. And we ain't gonna talk about that right now, because I'm trying to praise Halloween 2. I could call this sequels that slap. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna put that in the, in the little title card thing. But I was just watching random clips on YouTube, and I told my daughter, I was looking through some Halloween shit. I was like, baby, pick one of the Halloween movies. She off the rip, Halloween 2. I was like, all right, cool. I said, thanks for the motivation. So I was like, let me do a little video watching it, talking about it. But this shit, there isn't a movie in the franchise. And I know John Carpenter wrote this and Deborah Hill produced it, and recipe shout out to Deborah Hill. John Carpenter is one of the GOATs. But I don't know if it was the creative differences or what. I don't know if it was Rick Rosenthal like trying to be familiar but separate himself tonally. I don't know. There isn't a Halloween movie that feels like Halloween 2 in the entire fucking franchise. This is the like Halloween 1 is scary. It's the scariest slasher movie of all time for me, man. That shit still gets like my like my heart racing. Like when Michael stabs Laurie over that fucking railing and he's chasing her, and it's just a relentless just the theme just keeps building up if you listen closely enough. I'm like, god damn. But Halloween 2 is just creepy. Is something creepy about this movie. Is very eerie. The portrayal of Michael Myers by Dick Warlock, is one of the... It's the creepiest version of Michael Myers that we've gotten. George P. Wilbur is like next. Honestly, he's a creepy Michael Myers. I don't care what anybody says about the mask, but he was a creepy fucking Michael, and he was big as shit. So it's just like, damn, dog, you big, and you creepy in part 4, and you'll break... Like, Part 4 Michael was a different breed. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, but... This Michael was eerie as fuck, man. He was my fan theory, and I say this a lot too, man, was always that the reason Michael moved slower in this movie is because the damage slowed him down. That's just my fan theory. I don't know if John Carpenter or anybody made that a thing. I doubt that they did. This is just my crazy brain at work. Like, I feel like Michael got you got stabbed with a knitting needle. You got stabbed in the stomach, or was it the chest? Like when Laurie stabs him. Before that, you got poked in the eye with a hanger. You got shot 6 times. So I felt like in this movie, he was moving a lot slower because he's just like, God damn, dog, I'm fucked up right now. He's like, let me take my time. I'm still gonna kill Laurie, but let me take my time. But scenes like this, where he kills Janet, hold on, man. Where he kills Janet and just gives her the air bubble. It's like, come on, man. Like we gotta stop playing, man. Halloween 2 is really one of the first. It really is like the definition of direct sequel, because it's taking place literally right after the next. And I think Friday the 13th Part 3 did this, but Halloween 2 came out first, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like Halloween 2 came out, 81, and Friday the 13th Part 3 came out in like 82, 83 or something like that, because they do pick up right after Amy Steele hits Jason in the, Baghead Jason in the shoulder with the machete, and then you see him walking off, or not walking off, but sliding off. He took the machete out his shit and was just sliding off. That was a great opening. Damn, I want to watch Part 3D now, but we gonna give Michael his flowers right now, man. But yeah, this is true definition of a direct sequel for me, man. It's like Halloween 2 is just, it's a whole different vibe, man. The opening is so much darker. They add the synthesizers and shit. The theme just sounds different, but then you got the pumpkin splitting apart with the cobwebs inside of it with a fucking skull. Michael's weapon of choice is a scalpel. Like, he's on some torturous shit in this movie, man. He really is. And I love that Michael, he gets Like he gets the authority figures out the way first. He gets rid of Dr. Mixter, he gets rid of Mrs. Isles, he gets rid of Mr. Garrett, like, and then he just works his way through the staff. Like, I'm gonna get rid of the security guard and the two heads of whatever the fuck branch y'all got going on at Haddonfield Memorial Hospital. That's it. They only got but what, two fucking residents, and that's only Lori and whoever just buzzed this chick right here. But this movie's great, man. And then they brought Nancy Stevens back from the first movie, and she's great. Even when they don't give her a lot to do, she's still great, man. Dick Warlock is an amazing Michael Myers. He really truly is, man. Like, just you know, even if you running at your fullest speed, like, he's so creepy that you feel like he might catch up to you at some point, or he might turn that corner and he might have teleported or something, man. Like, he's just so good as Michael Myers, especially like. You got two of the most definitive moments in the franchise in this movie, man. You got the moment where Jamie Lee Curtis, you know, she's banging on the hospital doors to you know, for help and shit, and then Loomis lets her in, and then he slams the door shut, but then Michael's still walking, and then Michael just walks through that fucking glass door like he doesn't care. He doesn't care that Marion's there. He doesn't care that Loomis is there. All he sees is Laurie Strode, and he's just still walking, and Loomis pumps 5 more shots into him. And it's a really great scene when he pumps those 5 shots into him, because Michael kind of like falls to his knees, and he kind of waits there for a second, like Mortal Kombat style, and then he just falls backwards. Then you got the dumbass Marshall that comes up, and then he kills Marshall. But him walking through that door was a definitive scene. And the second one, y'all already know where I'm going with it, man. It was when Michael was walking towards Laurie on fire. I was like, yo, there's this, you can't, he's unstoppable. He's unstoppable at that point. Like, when I saw that moment as a kid, I'm just like, yeah, like, bring him back. Bring him back. I don't care if the mask is burning at the end, Mr. Sandman, all that shit. Like, no, bring him back. I want to see Michael Myers again. Because I feel like for the most part when I was a kid, when these were coming on TV, or when we got them on VHS or something like that, I feel like I watched these movies in order when I was a kid, and I'm glad that I did, man, because it's one of the reasons why this is my favorite slasher franchise, because I'm like just continuity wise, when they decide to do it, I feel like it's something I was always big on. Like, I remember seeing Halloween 5 for the first time, man. I was scared to go to sleep after I seen that shit, because I'm like, yo, he really almost got her in this shit. He really, yo, dog, I'm telling y'all, I was a young boy, and I remember crying to my mother. I promise y'all, telling her as a kid, I'm like, yo, I don't want to fucking go to sleep. I can't. He almost got her. Like, he's still out there. The fucking bars was broken open. There was fire on the little bars at the end of it. The nigga came up and shot the shit up. I used to say nigga because I was a kid, but I'm just like, yo, the man in black came and shot the fucking police precinct up. Jamie walks in. It's that shot of just Jamie finding dead bodies that are police officers. And I'm like, Haddonfield, you have the worst police force. Like, damn. Halloween, yo, man. That's a question I could put for y'all in the comments, man. What was the most effective Halloween ending for y'all that wasn't the original? That wasn't the first 2 movies, I'll say. Like, Halloween 4, 5, 6, H2O, Resurrection, the Rob Zombie movies, and the David Gordon Green trilogy. Which ending hit y'all the most? Aside from the first 2 endings, like, that's a really great question I feel like to ask, because I know for a fact Halloween 5 hit me hard as a kid, but I remember as a kid also seeing Halloween 4's ending, and that is bone chilling, because they went all the way back to the source material. Like, when you see the mask slip on, you don't know if it's Michael, you don't know if it's fucking, it could be fucking Loomis, I don't know, but I don't think anybody really expected Jamie to put the mask on and stab her, you know, her foster mother, like, not to death, but she definitely fucked her up. And then to see her at the top of the staircase, and Loomis was just so over it that he was about to pump lead into Jamie like a child. She was 8 years old in that movie, and then Meeker, you know, he disarms him, and then Meeker points the gun up the steps like, yo, what's going on? And then Meeker's like, oh shit. Like, Meeker probably was like, yo, I see why you want to do it, bro. Like, we can't have another Michael in Haddonfield, man. But Halloween 2, man, had to show this some love for sure. Just random love per usual. This is one of the greatest sequels of all time, if not might be the greatest slasher sequel of all time for me. I know, but